Craig didn't join.
Oh.
All right. Hello and welcome everybody to another episode of XN Interviews. It's been a while, but I'm your host, XN, and joining me as always is JX. How you doing tonight, man?
I'm good, and I'm excited to be back after a bit of a break and to have a fellow guillotine fan on the show. I'm super excited.
Yeah, go ahead and introduce him.
We have UnderMother. People will totally know who this is because number one guillotine fan out there.
Heck yeah,
Yeah,
welcome to the show.
thank you. I'm glad to be here. I've actually been kind of wondering if you guys would ever ask me.
Well, now's your chance. Tell
Ooh.
us, how did you get into MCOC and what kind of got you into being Guillotine's number one fan?
Oh, well, actually, it happened. I think I was a freshman in high school when I got my first phone when I was in eighth grade, and then I was like, "Hey, video games!" And so me and my neighbor were actually scrolling through the app store, and we found this, and I was like, "Hey, we should try it out," and we did. And he quit a while ago, unfortunately, but I've been playing it for 7 years now, I believe. So
Yeah.
yeah. And
Very nice.
As far as gating goes, I believe it was an Android thing where you got a free 2-star crystal to start with a while back when 2 stars were still good. And I think Guillotine was actually my first 2-star, and so from then on, I was like, this is my favorite champion.
Oh, okay, so that's how it all
Very,
started.
yeah,
Cool.
very nice. You got one over there, Jay?
Yeah. What's your favorite thing about guillotine? Like what? Yeah, it's cool because she's the first original character to the game. Is there anything else of why she's so special?
Well, yeah, she carried me for a while, and then I believe it's because after I got to 2-star, I tried my hardest to get the 3-star, and so it was almost like that connection of this is the first champion that I grinded an arena for, and this was the first champion that I actually pushed event quest when the 3-stars were in the event quest as a reward for 100% completion. Uh, I pushed to get her in the event quest, and so it kind of like gave me the connection of, hey, this is the champion I've worked hard to get, and so I want to just kind of continue to push this champion further and further along in progression, and so I want to keep going with this champion in particular.
Awesome.
Okay. So, what are some things that Guillotine can do? What do you like? What content do you like to take her in?
I enjoy taking her in incursions when I'm running with Morningstar because that extra one soul just kind of helps early on. Um, I also enjoy using her in battlegrounds for champions like Hulkling or like Sasquatch, where she can reverse the healing, and so the champion won't be able to heal, and that won't become a problem.
Okay. Very nice. Uh, you got another one over there, Jay?
Yes. Okay, so how did you get the name UnderMother?
Okay, I've been asked this quite a lot, and and a lot of people like, because I'm a guy, and a lot of people kind of immediately go, "Hey, UnderMother, that's a female." But I actually got this name from a different game called Exiled Kingdoms. It was a big spider, giant spider underground, and I kind of liked the name UnderMother, and so I kind of just adapted it and kept using it over and over in different games.
Awesome.
Very
Yeah.
nice. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty much the same with my user handle. I have it like everywhere. Um, Go ahead, Jay. You were gonna say something?
Yeah, I totally accidentally like when I chatted, I was like, "Oh, UnderMother's coming on the show. I'm excited for her to come on the show." And you sent me a message like, "Oh, you know I'm a guy, right?" And I'm like, "Oh man, facepalm moment." It was
Oh
Yeah.
no,
it
you're
was
So
fine.
it was pretty funny to me. Just was like, oh man, I should have done that.
yeah, I apologize for calling you the Queen of Purgatory.
No, you're fine. Like I said, a lot of people make that.
Yeah. Um. So, what progression level are you in game?
Paragon.
Oh,
Nice.
very
So
nice.
I
Better
have,
than us.
I think, 8 rank 4s right now.
Ooh.
Sheesh. Who was your first rank for?
My first was obviously guillotine. I
Yeah.
couldn't let
Okay.
anybody else take the spot.
Okay. Very nice. Um. So, what other champions do you enjoy using?
Well, I like Purgatory. That's another one. Just because when she's with Guillotine, she not only helps Guillotine out, but also just Purgatory on her own, I think is one of the most underrated champions in the game. Because, like, Abyss, she can destroy a lot of fights in Abyss. Labyrinth. I've done fights in Battlegrounds in under 30 seconds with her. People are like, hey, how did you do that? How did you do that? And because I believe that she brings so much against every class in the game that people just almost overlook her as a Mystic champion.
Okay. Yeah. I could definitely see that. Um. I don't use Purgatory. I don't really have her. I have her as a 5-star, but I don't use her.
Well, I have a rank
Um.
two, and she's awesome.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I wish I
Where do
used
you
her more,
guys
but
Where do
yeah,
you
she's
guys
awesome.
like to use her?
I'll let you go.
Oh well, um, I was recently in the 8.2 beta. Sorry, uh, my accent comes out sometimes. Uh, and I gotta say, I hated that. But there were certain paths where Purgatory shined, where I was like, yes, there's the time where I will just go the entire quest with Purgatory. And also, there were a couple quests in Act 7 where I really saw her shine. And like I said earlier, my first run in Abyss, and my only run so far, I chose to bring Purgatory. I wasn't sure how that was gonna go, but she got a couple of solos, so I was very impressed with that.
Oh,
Nice,
very
yeah.
nice.
I have not used her in the Abyss, but yeah, Act 7, sometimes the EQ and whatnot. It's just I love the Kabam originals and her, and I just got Overseer, so I'm so happy. Are like all the Kabam originals. I make sure to rank up because I think they're so special to the contest, and I did it. And I didn't regret it, so I was pretty happy.
Oh yeah,
I
I
gotta.
heard you say.
Go
Oh,
ahead.
sorry.
Go
I
ahead.
heard
No,
you.
you're good.
I heard you talking about the champions that are probably going to come out in 2023, and I heard you say something about Latvian Guillotine,
Yeah, yeah,
and man, I'm so excited because before the last 2 seasons ago of War, I was actually thinking of taking a break from the game, and then I heard, hey, Latvian Guillotine, the new Guillotine might be coming in, and I was like, now I gotta stay because that would be a full 5 team of the Bloodline champs.
yeah.
And so I'm actually considering just saving all of my 6-star shards from now on until her featured comes out.
Ooh, interesting. Yeah. So I think it'll be in October, so quite a while away. But yeah, did you see? Did you also? I think this both ties in actually. Did you see the 8-year anniversary to the new map?
I have not.
What?
No, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna.
Uh, yeah, post a link,
Oh
Jay.
my goodness, you're gonna freak out. Surprised you haven't seen it. So contest for like they showed like the 8-year anniversary, and they showed the new background, like the fighting area, and it's tied to guillotine.
Ooh,
Okay, let me show it to you.
Yeah, it's. I think it is gonna be a new like a fighting arena, right?
Yeah, yeah,
That's what everybody's saying it's gonna be.
yeah. Because Gabe before he left, he said the next background area after the danger room would be tied to the contest story. and obviously Guillotine
Okay.
story is tied to the contest. So
Right.
let
Oh
me
yeah,
download
she's
this.
been on. Sorry,
No, you're
she's
good.
been on the cover of basically every act so far.
Yeah.
Like Act 7, Act 8. She's been part of the story for a long time. For anybody who actually cares and reads the story instead of just hitting skip and going right into the quest.
Yeah.
I love the
Okay.
story. That's my whole channel.
Yeah. So, you have actually been reading the story, apparently, right?
Oh yeah, I have every single time a new act comes out, I'm like, what's the story on this act? What's the story on this one?
Oh.
I'm like, I don't even read the nodes, nothing. Before I start, I'm like, what's the story? What's the story? Even event quest, every single event quest, I have to like. I believe this month I've played the lower two difficulties on auto just to get units, and whenever I'm ready, I'll jump into Cav, and that's when I'll read everything.
Yeah, I do the same
Okay.
thing. Awesome, man. All right. I do have this link. Let me put it in the Discord. Slayer says, "Hi, Force Mate." Oh no, it's too powerful. Dang it. All right, I'll just send the YouTube link video. Man, I didn't want to play it, so I didn't get copyrighted.
But yeah, it definitely shows Guillotine and who else?
It shows
It's
guillotine.
Guillotine and
Yeah,
Morning Star.
guillotine fighting guillotine 2099 in a
That's right.
guillotine castle. So
Oh,
yeah, it's
Yeah.
super exciting. And there's a lot of hidden Easter eggs. Like you'll see the creator of the Bloodline sword, Arishkagul. You'll see a large guillotine behind the throne. You'll see so many cool things, and yeah, it's super exciting. And I think it totally ties into the Latvian guillotine we're getting next year. It should be really cool.
I'm excited for it. I'm reading through chat. Colin, the symbiote guillotine. I don't think that would ever happen because actually Lafleur believes that all symbiotes are impure and it wants to destroy all symbiotes, so it would never bond with guillotine as long as she has the sword.
I love that lore. I would have said the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. That's why she came with Venom. She's like gross, a symbiote. And
Yep.
the comics as well when she fights. Uh, what's his name? He's the the Hulk.
Overseer.
No. Like from the MCOC comics, he has a symbiote.
Uh
But yeah, like Eddie Brock has it, and then it moves on to another host. You would know his name because I'm blanking on it. But yeah, it's pretty
I
cool.
haven't actually read any of the comics yet.
Really?
I didn't know there were guillotine comics out until like a couple weeks ago.
What?
Yeah.
No way. Yeah, no. She's in a lot actually. Well, not a lot, but she's
he's
in
in
the
the Marvel Contest of Champions run.
yeah, which is it shows her debut in the comics, which is super interesting. There's so much stuff. There's like one comic in that where it explains like her ancestors, at least the last 5 generations in Paris. Um, but yeah, let me see if I can find. Yeah, it was
Oh yeah, I
Venom.
would.
Venom Hulk. It's what she fights, and the sword is like saying unpure and everything. It's super cool. They use that for the game and the comics. All right. I get
Yeah.
excited about lore.
So yeah, no, that's cool. Did you guys want to talk about Act 7 or 8 lore? Right. Have you guys read through Act 6 or 7 lore? I mean, clearly he has.
Yeah, I haven't done 7 and 8. I'm behind on those. There was nothing for me to like rush it because 8 isn't complete yet. But
Okay.
yeah, if you want to tell us about it, I'd appreciate it.
I mean, I'm not. I don't remember a lot. because I did Act
Oh,
7 not too long ago, I guess. But basically, it is kind of cool how, even with Kang being as the main villain, I guess, again, I love Kang, by the way. He's so cool. Even especially like the sexy Kang they introduced in 7.4.
Oh.
That was like my favorite boss so far. Um, but I do like how they've made they kind of pushed away from the Collector and the Grandmaster, and they've pushed more into Karina
Hmm.
because I think that her story can be is pretty cool. Um, and also, sorry, I'm blanking. I've
It's okay.
actually been sick, so
Oh, all three of
try
us.
not to.
I'm sick as well.
Yeah, I'm trying not to cough or sneeze.
I'm right there with you. I've muted my mic so many
I get
times.
it. I get it, guys. It's cold flu season.
Absolutely. And I hate it.
Oh, and as I was
Slay.
saying, as I was with Karina, introducing Karina as kind of the new master of the contest, I do like how they have made her flawed, like very flawed. Like because considering she's been frozen for, or kind of, she's been destroyed for how long? Uh, like losing the isosphere to Gwenpool at first, and then losing control over the contest to Kang. Uh, that was kind of like, hey, you need to get your crap together. Like your dad was so powerful, and you got big shoes to fill right here. So yeah,
Okay.
that was just
Absolutely.
All right. Yeah.
Oh wait.
And now we've got Citalis
Oh yeah.
coming in. Did you guys or did you have a problem with fighting Citalis at all?
the first few runs, yes, because I read the nodes and I was like, yeah, I got it, and then I read her description, I was like, yeah, I got it, and like the first 3 runs, I got completely bullied by her, and then I finally got the hang of it, and of course I had to do it
Okay.
with guillotine
Yeah, yeah.
every time. I did
Very
finally
nice.
manage. I did manage a solo on my 6th run, eventually,
Nice.
with guillotine. So that was a big accomplishment for me.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Heck yeah. Um, but yeah, it is the holiday time, and the banquet crystals are right around the corner. Is there anything you guys are looking forward to getting out of these banquet crystals? Are you guys going to be spending on the crystals or trying to get any rewards from them?
Um,
Um,
I don't. Weapon X. I missed out on him last year, so
Okay.
we got the free Jessica, so I'm fine with that. What about you?
I was actually doing the 2-star arena earlier today, and I was fighting against Jessica Jones. Ooh, sorry. And I watched her throw her special one, and she threw a box at me. I was like, whoa, that's a new thing. And then the next time she throws a manhole cover at me, I was like, whoa, that's kind of cool. And so eventually, I hadn't read anything on her,
Oh no.
and then I was like, I need to read up on this character. And so I read through her abilities, and I saw that she throws everything in the kitchen sink. And I was like, this is cool. So I'm torn between spending my units on the banquet crystals or doing another abyss run, which I still have to do. So yeah,
Hmm.
I think Jessica Jones is a cool character. So that would be like
Yeah.
my number one wanted.
Awesome. I've been waiting for her for like 7 years now because she literally debuted in the game in 2015 in December and has been a non-playable character since then. Like I've been begging Kabam. Even Kabam, when Kabam Gabe came on the podcast, I was like, "When are we getting Jessica?" And he's like, "Never," because she's too basic. And it only takes for him to leave the game to us to get her. But
Yeah.
I'm glad we finally got her because it's so cool.
I think it's because we bring her up so often on the
Yeah.
podcast, and everybody's just like, "Well, where's Jessica?"
Yeah, he always said, if people want her, keep asking, and if enough people say it, she'll come. So I'm glad we finally made
Yep.
it happen 7 years later.
Yes. Yes, we do, Slayer. You manifested your CGR. I'm gonna manifest Beta Ray Bill.
Yeah, I'm doing Legion, and UnderMother's doing Liberian Guillotine, and she's coming first.
Oh, well, yeah, she's definitely coming first.
I've been wanting another guillotine for so long, because I want to do a full Abyss run of just guillotine champions, just a guillotine Abyss run.
What
That would be sweet.
What do you kind of hope her kit would have, being another mystic character with the bloodline sword?
She's already been confirmed to be a mystic?
No, just speculation.
Oh, well, if she was a mystic, I would like her to have a very similar kit to this guillotine, except a little bit more nullify.
Yeah.
I believe that this guillotine, she has no nullify, so she doesn't have any way of dealing with buffs. I do like how they still incorporated the increased chance to bleed based on buffs the opponent has, but that's still kind of like as a mystic champion, that's not enough.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
Cosmic Guillotine.
Yeah, I made that art for Gabe actually, because someone said, "Had he ever thought about Cosmic Guillotine?" And I made that. It was pretty funny.
I'm gonna steal that.
You have my permission.
Thank you. I'm gonna set that as my profile picture now.
Oh, sick! Appreciate it. Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead, Jay.
Oh no, I was gonna say, I'm so excited for her to come, with a new area. Once you check out that video, I'll send it to you again if you don't get it. But it's super cool. Gabe kind of always said that Guillotine is the child of MCOC, being the first original, and for someone who's kind of who's based off his wife and Karina based off his daughter, I think is just so cool that even though he's gone, we still get his family in the game, and they kind of continue that story because Guillotine, she's the front runner of the contest in my opinion, and so I think that's my favorite stories is when you get the best storytelling in the game is always those events.
Yeah. So, do you guys have any thoughts on Mantis yet? Have you guys tried or played with Mantis at all?
I have not. Just like Jessica Jones, I have not touched Mantis yet.
Okay.
Like I said, I haven't done the CAV yet, so I haven't been able to see. Because I usually check the champion's abilities once I get into CAV, so I haven't been able to look at what she does yet. But
Okay.
I've heard some really good things about her.
Yeah, they're both great. Mantis is really interesting. I haven't played too much with her, but just seeing all the different things and behind the scenes things of people using her is super cool. She does some awesome. I'm not going into details, obviously saying awesome, but yeah, I'm sure Slayer, if he's tested her, those videos are out. Jessica, I think the videos aren't out yet because obviously she's not available yet, but some cool stuff there for sure.
Yeah, for sure. So her stun mechanic looks pretty cool. That's I don't know.
Wow,
Have you?
Natalie coming in here already bullying.
Yeah.
No, sorry.
Go ahead, Jay.
What are the details I want? I think it was. I think people are kind of looking at her kind of as battlegrounds for at least Mantis. How can she be used for battlegrounds? I think that's the number one thing now is how useful her chance could be for battlegrounds. I remember some of the CCP members were kind of talking about it, and it was just like just kind of creative way of like, my brother was telling me, he's like, I like characters that you can have fun with and kind of choose how you play, and she's definitely going to be one of those characters who can.
Yeah, I like how you can turn off how she runs forward. Like, if you double tap the block button, she won't be forced to run forward anymore, which is kind of cool. She'll just stand in one spot.
Yeah, very useful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's one of the biggest things, one of the most frustrating things for me. There's been times where I'm like, I won't block because I'm like, this won't touch me, and then my character will just move up and get hit by the head. Like, why are you moving? Why? You just walk right into that. And then I
Yeah.
just die.
It happened to everyone.
Yep. So have you stepped into any of the variants?
I have done 7 completely, and I think 5 the Mystic variant. Was that the Mystic variant?
Yeah,
I think so.
the blood of
I
Venom,
had,
the
I mean,
mutant one.
yeah. And I have variant 8. I'm on the last quest. I just haven't. I got to the boss, and then I was like, I don't want to do this.
Fair
Okay.
enough.
And
Yeah.
I did jump into variant 1 recently just to see, hey, how is this? How difficult is this still? And yeah, it's still difficult.
Yeah, especially with those Ultrons buffed up now.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
I need to record my dialogue on it since I've been going back in time to the beginning of the contest,
Mhm.
and I was like, do I want to do variant 1? And the more I thought about it, I was like, no, better do the classic version.
Yeah, that's the way to go. Um, so we talked a little bit about battlegrounds. Who are you using for battlegrounds, and what kind of strategy are you using?
Well, I just recently hit Vibranium, I think like a couple of days ago. So my mind is still stuck in that, what do you call it? What was the
Victory
clue?
track.
No, Rich Get Richer. There we go.
Yeah.
There, that node. But like my MVPs, Guillotine, obviously, because a lot of people put Hulkling on defense. Morningstar too, because she can just blast most of the cosmics. And Odin was actually my #1 attacker. I didn't lose a single fight with him because it's just SP2 after SP2 after SP2, and they're dead.
Yeah.
So yeah, those were my biggest uses. And then and with the recent coming out of the cosmics, a lot of cosmics, I've used Penny less and less as a defender, and more as an attacker.
Okay.
Because Hulkling, you throw Hulkling or you throw Gallon in, and she's done. There's nothing you can do. No
Yeah.
Slayer. I don't use CGR. I ban him almost every time.
Fair enough.
He felt that.
Yeah. CGR does not like that.
Yep.
Yeah, I've been using a lot of Hulkling. Odin does some pretty good work. Who else do I have? Gallon. That's my next big rank up right there.
Hey.
I think I've already ranked him up. I just need to wait for the level up event, and he's at rank 3. So I've been using him a lot. He's pretty cool.
I don't have one yet.
Gallon.
Yeah.
Gallon of cosmic milk.
Yeah.
So have you done any of the incursions lately? Have you been doing it solo or with people?
Actually, just last night I did one with who was it? An SSX member. I believe it was Rab, I think. Oh, he's
Okay.
actually in the YouTube chat. Yeah, we were running Sector 9. Yeah, but uh, recently I've been doing it solos, but I was like, I want to do it duos. And I gotta say, duos are still more fun than a solo run.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see
What
that.
zone or sector did you use or run?
We did we did Sector 9, and we got to Zone, I think, 13 before we ran into aggression regen Sasquatch, and he just completely wrecked us. It was like,
Okay.
yeah, I think like 900,000 health, and he kept healing like 5,000 every second.
Yeah, that's no bueno.
No, there are certain defenders where it's like they get one node and it's completely different fight.
Yeah. Um. What else do we got coming up, Jay?
Um. Coming up. You already said the banquet, but yeah, maybe the like just the holiday stuff, and probably get a holiday gift. Is there anything you're kind of looking forward to?
Well, I don't usually spend during the holidays, but I think I might this year just because being in a higher alliance, I want to contribute a little bit more. But yeah,
Okay. Okay.
What about relics? Are you collecting relics? Is there any characters you're binding to help you out?
I'm not. Uh, well, I'm not crazy about relics. Like when I first saw them, I was like, yeah, they're cool, and I'm still the same about that.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, I have a Scarlet Witch relic on Purgatory and Morningstar, and my favorite one actually is um I have a Winter Soldier relic on Gwenpool,
Oh,
and it makes their incinerates even better. And I was like, I like this. So yeah, that's about it.
All right. Um, we had somebody ask, "What's your favorite class in MCOC?"
Um, I like Mystic class because Guillotine's in it. But I also like the Cosmic class just because I like to see tons of buffs, high damage.
Hey, you got another one over there, Jay? Sorry.
let's see here. Um, is there any character you'd want to come to the game? I mean, obviously you said Latvian Guillotine, which I'm happy and probably will come. But is there anyone else?
For a while, I wanted Ares coming to the game
Oh yeah.
because I think if there was anybody who was like uh, Odin is like the helper of the Cosmic class, like Magneto is the helper of the Mutant class, uh, like with the pre-fights,
Hmm.
and I think that Ares would be kind of like the skill Odin.
Yeah, that's a really cool idea. He's a character I've like when Hercules was in the vote, the first one, the Summer Choice. I didn't initially voted for him for Blue Marvel, but once he lost, I was like, I want Hercules just so we can get Ares. Hasn't happened yet, but I want him to come to the game, and he was in the Contest Champions comic book, so he gets resurrected in that, which is pretty cool.
And if he does come in, he needs to have a synergy with Sentry. If there
Yeah,
isn't one, I'm gonna riot. I'm rioting if there isn't one.
absolutely. Yeah, he'd be
Yeah, he
cool.
plays a pretty big part in the MCOC comic book.
Yeah, yeah. You'll have to read it. Pirate it
I
online,
definitely will.
or buy it yourself, physical. She's
I've
on.
got I've got a couple copies for sale.
Guillotine's only on one cover, So at least get that physically.
Oh yeah, I will definitely have to. So I actually have a question for you guys.
Go ahead.
So when you get a new champion and you're like, I want to test out this champion's abilities, where do you usually go? Because I know a lot of people used to beat up Winter Soldier in uh, Realm of Legends, and personally, I go to Star-Lord and Labyrinth because with the bigger health pool, I think the fights are longer. So where do you guys usually go?
Yeah, I usually go to America's favorite punching bag, Winter Soldier.
Yeah, I do Winter Soldier first. Um, I'll ask my fellow CC peers what they're kind of doing and kind of see what kind of matchups they've already found for a certain champion and test it out and kind of make decisions if I'm going to go anywhere else. So,
Yeah. Um, I don't. I still have yet to make a pass through Labyrinth or Realm, or not Realm. I've done Realm, but Abyss. So I don't know if I'll be doing that anytime soon.
This is a slug. I think mine run was. I think I did mine over 2 days, and it was like 5 hours, 6 hours in total.
Yeah. No
Yeah,
thanks.
I couldn't sit. You know, when I did my Legends run, halfway through, I was like, "Oh God, do I still want to do this?" I don't know. I just can't sit in the same place for a long time.
Yeah, I agree. I gotta be like moving around or something. um, Jay, you got another one over there?
okay, I will say Guillotine's on 5 comics, around there, but out of 40 comics, all right.
Correct.
So it's not a lot.
I was gonna say I think I have one with her on the cover.
Yeah. I was blanking because I'm sick, but she's tiny in most
Yeah.
of the covers, so you don't really notice her. There's only one where she's like a front runner when she's fighting Joe Fixit.
Yeah, I think I've got one with a bunch of like crystals on it, and she's in one of the crystals.
Yeah, she's in the yellow
So
one.
yeah,
Let's
but
see that.
I'll send you a
yep,
link to read it if you don't have one.
Please do.
probably just Google it, read it for
Yeah.
free.
Get an ad blocker first. Let me advise that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
If you don't already have one, for sure. But for something new is who is someone you're kind of hoping gets buffed in the game?
Buff. Ah, man. You know, I opened a Cosmic Nexus recently, and Superior Iron Man was in it, and I kind of want him to be buffed
Absolutely.
just because. Because
yeah, he's one of the champions that has the same animations as original Iron Man.
Mm-hmm.
So he
sorry,
should be
Slayer.
getting a buff soon, hopefully.
Yeah, we're getting Hulk one pretty soon, so that's exciting, and another classic 2014 champion, and Superior Iron Man's a 2015 champion, but like one of the earliest, so for sure, let's get him buffed. And I want them to update his skin. You know, we just got Black Panther Classic to change the texture. Like, I want him to be unmasked in the Superior Iron Man outfit. Like, he looks so much cooler without that faceplate.
Yeah.
Slayer wants to know who's in your Nexus.
Yeah, CGI was in it. I took Vision. I took more Sigs and Vision.
Oh no, the shade.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, because he does well in Battlegrounds at times, so.
Yeah, he's
use
definitely
CGI.
good for Nimrod and Penny sometimes.
Mhm.
He's salty, Slayer. No.
Yes, we all know who does well in Battlegrounds. CGR does
If he's
well.
not banned.
This meta he does well. Okay, what about the next one?
Oh goodness. heard it's gonna be harder than this one.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty tough. You guys want to talk about the next meta? Do
Yeah,
you have
yeah.
it pulled up?
No, I don't. Do you?
No,
Well done.
not yet.
All right, pull it up
Let me see if I can find it. I think I had it in.
Uh, it's in
somewhere. I don't know.
here somewhere. Somewhere. I gotta find it.
Here it is. Electric defense and hit me, I dare you.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it looks like a lot of cosmic champions are gonna be good here.
Mm.
I think it's armor up buffs. Anything with armor up buffs.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, lots of techs for the armor ups and then lots of cosmics for the. Oh, Nimrod is gonna be a no-no.
Civil War. Oh, Nimrod's gonna be
Oh,
terrible.
yeah.
Sometimes I
So,
hate
and
fighting him.
I believe champions like Hulkling, Venom, Venompool, Annihilus, and other Power Burn immune champions are gonna be good attackers in here.
Yeah. There's a few more that should be good. Hang on, I can't freaking remember who else is. There's not very many champions that are power burn immune, so it's gonna be tough.
Oh, Natalie just missed it. She said Spear Iron Man for a buffed character to get one. Well, which
Also,
I was gonna read.
sorry,
Good.
I can't remember when it was, but we were talking about like pre 12.0 characters like Scarlet Witch, pre 12.0 Thor, Doctor Strange. If they could reverse those nerfs they did, I don't think a lot of those champions would be just as broken as they were back then. So I don't know if that would be a buff or it would be just a.
Yeah,
What Scarlet Witch for?
I just the way the I think because they the stun lock on.
Scarlet Witch.
I hate that when you put S witch. It's so weird.
Yeah.
And then what Thor's did, like he made like the armor negatives and it just infinitely did it. So that yeah. So I agree. Like Doctor Strange would be cooler to be pre 12.0 and everything. I hope they do it for sure. I would love to see it, but tuned to be better than they are now, but not crazy pre 12.0.
Slayer
Yeah.
doesn't want Thor to be reversed just because he would be better than CGR.
That's true, actually. More damage than yeah.
Okay. So
Don't need another Hella.
do you purchase the sigil at all, or buy any of the like the unit cards or anything like that?
I did the sigil for a while, and then I just kind of stopped. I was like, I don't need Sigil Witch. She just, I have enough mystics. But yeah,
Okay.
the unit cards, I think I did one time or twice for the gifting event when that was still there. But other than that, no, I don't buy those things.
Okay. If you do buy deals, what types of deals do you buy?
And I, I, mm, I like to gamble, and so cabs are a big thing for me.
Okay.
What are some of your
Fair enough.
What are some of your biggest wins with the Cavaliers?
Oh, I think when the Odin cabs were out, I bought two of them, and I got Odin, duped him, and I think I got two 6-star Nexus in
Dang,
one batch of 10.
that is
And I
pretty
think
good.
that was my biggest
Jeez.
win.
Buy a lottery ticket while you're at it.
Yeah.
And then I've had others where it was just 3 stars all the way around. Just 3 stars.
Yeah, that's my experience.
Yeah, that's been my experience with the past couple months, I think. I do believe I did pull a 6 star out of one crystal. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'd have to look back. But I've definitely been opening a lot of basics. I need to save some up though for when Beta Ray Bill comes out.
Definitely.
2024.
Yep, I'll have enough. I'll be able to take him to Sig 200.
Absolutely. Um, you talked about Ares as your character to come, obviously besides Laverian Guillotine, and they're actually Guillotine and Ares are both on the team Champions of Europe, and it reminded me of this scene, like just like a funny comic scene. I'm sure because you haven't read it, have you? The U.S. Avengers Champions of Europe.
Oh, I have seen it, and I thought I can't remember who sent it to me, but I was laughing, crying for a while at this joke.
Yeah, I thought it was so funny. I put it in the chat if anyone wants to read it. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I don't know why it made me laugh so hard.
the
I think I was on. I'm pretty sure I was on the floor for like a good 5 minutes.
it's a good one. I'll
They're
read
so
it.
Holy
edgy.
shit!
Yeah, I'll read it to anyone on stream. So they have two characters that both have swords on the. It's
In the
Excalibur.
panel.
Yeah, it's Excalibur and Guillotine, and Excalibur goes, "Yeah, I noticed your magic sword doesn't like my magic sword much." Guillotine goes, "Oh well, that's swords for you. They are so edgy." So
Oodoots.
Yeah, I was actually just about to ask you who the other character was.
yeah, it's Excalibur,
Okay.
not a known character.
She looks cool. Or he. I can't tell. I like the sword. Although Guillotine's sword is better.
Much better.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah. So, you have anything else, Jay?
Sorry, I was coughing. Yeah, it's a chick
No, you're good.
who's got Excalibur. Which her name's Excalibur, and she's got the what's it called? I gotta look it up. It's been so long. This comic came out in 2018, so it's been a bit. But they stopped making that team in 2008. Like they did one comic, and then Guillotine's only been in one comic since then. So same with Excalibur. So there's not much to the character. But yeah, pretty cool. As for another question,
I was
is
gonna move on. No, go ahead.
oh,
Go ahead.
what do you got?
Sorry. I was gonna move on to MCU stuff,
Oh, yeah,
but
yeah, fair enough. I'll do that. I was just gonna ask if you had any content plans.
oh, go ahead. Content plans?
Well, Abyss has to be done. Well, it
Abyss.
doesn't have to
Okay.
be, but I would like to get Abyss done. I've only done the easy path, and I think I want to try path 2 with Green Goblin, and I want to try Purgatory because she can armor break him and just throw SP3s, and I want to see how that works.
It's like
Okay.
it's like I said, he's a pain. All paths? Question mark. PTSD. Okay, I can sense the trauma.
Yeah.
But I was kind of asking you, is there any art you're kind of gonna do? We just saw your Cat Murdoch art, and that was really cool. Like very cool.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Oh yeah. Well, I've had this project, this particular Summoners project, for a while in my head. I just haven't been able to get it started until recently because with school and work.
Can relate.
Uh, but yeah, I have a couple drawings done, and I want to put like kits to each champion, but it's like thinking of coming up with the kits is, I think, the most difficult part. But yeah, I really want to continue on this particular project. I think it's.
Is there any seminars you're like looking at already, or you're gonna keep that a secret?
Oh shit! What the fuck? Oh, sorry, my computer just went haywire.
No.
Kick me off of YouTube. No. But yeah, and I also have another small project I'm working on for Christmas.
Ooh.
Yep, there we go. Okay. God, I hate the way my voice sounds on YouTube. Oop.
It's okay. We don't.
Okay, sorry.
It's not fine.
You know who Krampus is, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. It's Krampus, but it's purgatory.
Oh, I can see that.
It's-
Ah, that's
It's
kind of cool.
Krampus. It's Krampus. There we go.
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
thinking of- Yeah, and then she has guillotine in her sack. That was just
That's cool. They've done. You did.
Should put a hole in the sack and like leave a robotic arm for Guillotine 2099.
should definitely do that one. Maybe put like Morning Star somewhere in the background, kind
Yeah.
of stalking.
So much story you could tell. That's awesome.
That's funny. Yeah, so are you guys caught up with the MCU stuff? Did you guys go see Black Panther? Wakanda Forever.
Yeah, I did. Yes. What about you?
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, you have not?
No, I do
Okay.
want to go see it. I've
Okay.
heard it's really good.
Absolutely.
It is.
Yeah, it was a fun movie. Fun surprises.
Yep. What was the last thing you saw MCU wise?
You wise? Let me see. Well, the last one I saw, like the old. I don't know if you would consider MCU the old Blade movies. I saw the second one. The one with
Okay.
Wesley Snipes.
Yeah. That's the one with Ryan Reynolds, right?
I think so.
Or,
Yeah.
no, that's Blade 3. I'm not sure.
Yeah, he's in Blade 3.
Okay, Blade 3. That's the
Okay,
Trinity.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one yet. I've seen the first one and the second one so far.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't remember who it was, but I saw that they were redoing the Blade series, and I was like, yeah, I want to go see it.
Oh yeah.
But as far as like the newest ones that I saw Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness. That was the last one, and that was a couple months ago though.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
The new Blade will be Mahershala Ali, so he should be super interesting.
Yeah.
It's gonna be Cold Stone. He's just such a good actor. I can already see he's gonna be so cold with it. And they already kind of teased him in Eternals with the post credit scene with Black Knight.
Yeah. You sure you want to do that?
I need it, man. It just got delayed, but I need it.
Yeah. Did you guys watch the Guardians holiday special?
No,
No.
no.
Okay.
Is that on Netflix?
They're on Disney.
No,
Oh,
it's on Disney Plus.
oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
they're
do
good.
have that, so I might see it
Yeah.
later today.
Awesome. Yeah, they have the Guardian special and they have the Werewolf by Night Halloween special. So some pretty cool stuff for the holiday season.
Yeah, definitely check those out.
Definitely will.
Yeah, I'm gonna rewatch the Guardian special. My grandpa, and my grandma, they're visiting for the holiday, and they haven't seen it.
The Christmas song in that is so funny.
Yeah,
Without spoiling anything, it's hilarious.
my one of my favorite parts is when they're opening the gifts, and then Kraglin gets his gift, and that's just so like it's so dumb, but it's so awesome.
Yeah.
He's just so happy for for his gift, and then
Hmm.
yeah, and the other gifts are cool too. I mean, I gotta say, but you definitely have to watch it to find out.
Oh wait,
Yep. Yep.
sorry. I did see Thor Ragnarok.
Okay.
Or not? No, not Ragnarok. Love and Thunder.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's more
Oh,
recent than
okay.
Multiverse Madness.
Yeah, that
What-
was that
Yeah.
was. It's a movie.
Yeah.
It's really not.
What'd you think of Gore? Since we got him in game, same with Valkyrie.
He didn't have enough screen time, I don't think.
100%.
Because for a villain that big, and
Yeah.
he was, I think they portrayed him very well. Like he has a goal, and that's it. He just wants his goal. That's like the number one villain thing. He doesn't care about anybody but himself. Um, and that was the biggest thing for me was that they portrayed him well, but they didn't give him enough time in the screen in the movie.
Absolutely. I coming out, I felt the same way. Same way. Absolutely. He said it,
Yeah.
the actor already said that he was like, I'll return to the MCU. I'm like, dang, bro. So maybe we'll see him again. We're talking about the Guardian special without spoilers.
I mean, if you've seen the trailer for it, then you already know the actor they're talking about.
I haven't seen anything on it actually.
Okay,
Oh,
we'll
I
okay.
don't
be
I don't
All right.
I don't usually watch like trailers or previews. I just want to go into the movie blind.
oh awesome, yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be a fun
All
surprise
right.
then.
Yeah, for sure. Um, do you have anything else, Jay?
I do not. I think we have, we talked about the banquet, at least like news coming out. You're working on some art. I'm excited to see who you do. Um, Getting your abyss done, which would be probably pain, as Slayer has told
Oh,
us.
Yeah.
um, and yeah, I mean, we're getting the guillotine event probably in October next year. I sent you the YouTube link, so check out that new arena background fighting space. That'll be so cool. And yeah, I don't know if you have anything else you want to shout out or do or whatnot.
well, as far as the art goes, I can tell you that I'm working on Pixie Belle.
Okay.
You know who that
Yeah.
is? Dragon.
Ooh.
I have her drawing done. I'm just working on her kit. Um, Brian Grant.
Yeah.
Of course, I gotta have Brian.
EG.
Uh, yeah, and then work in progress.
Okay.
That one actually, we were making fun of it earlier with in Simula's server with Katie and Simula, and then Katie had the perfect idea, and I was like, I'm gonna go with this, and so yeah, it's just I think as much I would love as much input as people are willing to give.
Okay.
Colin,
Very nice.
Colin says, please get Brian a sig ability where his combo adds more slaps. Give him a bald cat meter as well.
Oh yeah.
Should be a lot of fun. I saw your I was going through your account because I was trying to find the Purgatory Gala event that you made. I remember you'd already done Purgatory before, and I found your inkings for like your outlines for Cat. And I didn't realize how long ago that was. So
Yeah, it was a while ago. I actually showed. I didn't. I don't think Kat saw it until it just released. But yeah, I had it done a while ago. I was waiting to release it fully, just because I was like, I want to do more with this than just the drawing.
Yeah, no, that's cool. It turned out great. And
I just
Thank
had
you.
the greatest idea.
what?
So with BG's kit, you should make a call out where the defender makes a bad joke and BG tells him to take a lap, so they dash back and dash forward.
That's funny.
Yes, yes, I need to do that. It gives him an intimidate and a taunt right after.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's funny.
BG coming
Uh,
to Contest of Champions apps near you.
well, yeah, Raid Shadow Legends can do it. Why can't we? uh, that's good stuff. Is there anything you're working on, Jay, before we exit the show?
Just waiting on the narrative roadmap to drop. You know, that teases each month's event like it did last year, and it helped me do my predictions correct. So for the most part, and that'll kind of help me space my predictions. So yeah, it should be just kind of waiting on that. And then the new State of the Battleground drops January 1st, like last year, I'm assuming. But should be fun. But besides that, do my extra interviews. We have a Kabam guest on next month, who is designing one of the champions. So that's super exciting.
Woo woo.
Maybe it's a Zord man, maybe it's Zemo. We don't know till we find out together. Yes. So
Yes, Nat.
yeah, that's what we got going on. Exciting stuff.
Yep. And then I've got some comic book stuff. I'm selling some comic books on Drip now, and on the 23rd, I'm going to be doing a bunch of giveaways and stuff. Moose is sending me some comic book stands. I'm going to be giving away a 9.8 graded Judgment Day slab. So yeah, join me on there too. But if that's it, then we can go ahead and wrap up the show.
Alrighty.
Yeah, have a good night, everybody.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming on. It was a pleasure.
Thank you. I had a lot of fun. Thank you for inviting me.
You're welcome. It's always fun to talk about guillotine, the lore of the contest.
Absolutely. All right. Have a good night, everybody.